Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on this makeup look. I did it specifically for Valentine's Day, but you can use it for any occasion. So if you want to see how I got this look, then just keep on watching. Bam! That's me with no makeup. I already prepped my face, got moisturizer and primer. Now I'm just going to go ahead and get started with Makeup Forever foundation and my MAC foundation. And I'm just going to mixy together, and I'm just going to apply that straight to my face. And I didn't realize I still had foundation on my finger, and I got it all over my brush. So I'm just going to wipe that off. Here I'm struggling because my hair is in my face, and I didn't want to use my Minnie Mouse ears, but that's the only thing I had, so YOLO. And I just said YOLO, oh my gosh. Okay, well, YOLO. So yeah, I'm just gonna take that brush and I'm gonna eventually start I'm gonna get my MAC Prep and Prime setting spray, and I'm just gonna set it up, spray some on my foundation brush, and then go in with that. And yeah, I'm just doing dabbing motions, not really like brushing, because I didn't want the lines to like show on my face. So I'm just gonna bring that down to my neck so I don't look like I have a mask on. I'm just gonna keep on dabbing. Woo! Okay. Yeah. So now I'm gonna take this beauty sponge and kind of dab all over my face and apply a little bit more, but also it's gonna pick up all the excess foundation that is on my face. So now I'm gonna take my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer, and I'm gonna actually go straight in with my fingers. I'm going to put it in the back of my hand and apply it with my fingers, because the warmth of my fingers will help it go on a little better. I could use a brush, but I just like using my fingers. There's no big deal. So yeah, I'm just going to dab that under, and I'm going to make like a triangle under my eye, and I'm just going to take that same beauty blender and it's gonna pick up all the excess. Now I'm gonna take my MAC Prep and Prime setting powder, there you go, and I'm gonna take a Real Technique setting brush, and I'm just gonna use the same thing and set under my eyes. I'm also gonna use a little bit of the Anastasia banana powder and go under my eyes with that. Now I'm gonna use my Cinema Secrets foundation palette in the darkest shade that there's in that little palette. And with a different little beauty sponge thing, I'm gonna go ahead and like kind of do a cream contour, but not so harsh. So just doing the same thing I did with the beauty blender thingy. I'm just gonna kind of dab it on as a contour instead of like with the brush. So I'm just gonna dab it so it's a little natural and not too harsh. So right there I was just pointing on my temples because that's where I want it to be. Now I'm going to take my Studio Fix, and I'm just going to set M405 brush, I believe. I actually use it so much that I rubbed off the numbers, but I believe it's an M405. And I'm going to take my Hoola by Benefit, and I'm just going to apply that right on top of where I put that cream contour. And with this little denser brush, I'm going to go in with Bahama Mama by The Balm, and I'm going to put that on the same place I put the Hoola, just to make it a little more intense but not too intense. Now I'm going to take this Morphe, I'm not sure what number that one is, but I'll link it down below. Take the color Bliss by Makeup Geek, and I'm going to apply that right on the apples of my cheeks. I almost dropped my palette and I had a heart attack. So now for my favorite part about doing my whole makeup is highlight. I'm going to take this Morphe M601 brush, and I'm going to take Becca's Champagne Pop by the amazing Jaclyn Hill here on YouTube, and I'm going to apply that right on the my cheekbone. And so yeah, I almost dropped my brush and figured might as well put it on my chin as well. So yeah, now I'm done with my face. I'm gonna continue with my eyebrows. I'm gonna use this Anastasia brush, and I'm gonna take some of the Anastasia Dip Brow in the color Auburn, and I just put some on my brush and cleaned it off on the back of my hand. Now I'm gonna use a spoolie and brush all of my eyebrows so they're not crazy when I start doing them. So yeah, I'm taking that brush. I actually zoomed in a little bit so you guys can see, because I wasn't sure if you guys would be able to see it. I'm just gonna make a line with my dip brow of where my eyebrow hair is. And on this part you can see how I'm doing the same thing on the top. I'm just lining the my natural hairline, and I'm not going too crazy because I could easily overdraw and get carried away. So I just like to follow the natural hairline of my eyebrows and where they grow. And I actually have a problem myself with trying to get my eyebrows to look perfect, and it's like I get so into it that I try to make them perfect. At the end they're just so overdrawn. But yeah, eyebrows are sisters, not twins. And now I'm going to be taking this e.l.f. brush. It's just a concealer brush, and a little bit of my MAC Pro Longwear concealer. And I was actually trying to put a little bit, and I ended up getting a lot. So I'm just gonna, with that brush that my brother gave me, I'm just gonna put a little bit of concealer under my eyebrows just to clean them up and to make them look a little bit more defined. So yeah, since I noticed on that eyebrow it wasn't as filled in the top part as it was my other eyebrow, I'm just gonna take a little bit more. I'm just gonna take a little bit more of my Anastasia Dip Brow and put that just to even it out. And right here I'm having a moment because I finally have my eyebrows on and I don't look like I am sick. So I actually had no idea what I was going to do with my eyeshadow. I was just winging it. But I'm going to take this orange color by Morphe in the number 14. It's one of their single shadows. And I'm just going to put that on the crease of my eye. And I'm actually going to work that up to make it brighter eventually. But I just like to start off with a little bit and just work it, because it's easier to apply than it is to take off, in my opinion. So yeah, I'm just going to... when I put in my crease, I'm going to do circular motions. And now I'm going to be taking my Naked 3 palette in the color Limit. I'm going to be taking the color Limit and applying that on my crease. And right there, actually, one of the shadows came out, and I almost passed out. I was having a heart attack because it actually did break. It broke. So yeah, you're gonna see me fix it in just a second. I'm gonna take, yeah, so one of the shadows came out and I'm just gonna fix it right now. I'm gonna take a card or some sort of paper just to cover all the other eyeshadows. So you're gonna do that on both sides, and you're gonna take a little bit of your alcohol and just spray it on there, and then with your finger just kind of dab it till it stays. So right there you can see how it finally stayed. Now for reals, I'm going to take my color Limit. I'm going to take the color Limit and I'm going to apply that on the outer crease, just like slowly. Eventually I'm going to do the same thing as I did with the orange, like make it a little darker and brighter. But yeah, slowly I'm just going to go back and forth with this one. And right here I actually went in with the color Noon. With the color Nooner, I don't know why I didn't show it, but I went in with the color Nooner and a little bit of a deeper purple. Now I'm going to be taking Anastasia's Pink Champagne, and with a little bit of that setting spray by MAC, I'm going to put it on my brush and I'm going to pick it up with my brush, and I'm gonna put it directly on my eyelid. And when I do this, I'm dabbing it, not so much brushing it, because if I brush it, it's just gonna move everywhere, and that's not what I want. I want it just to be on the center of my eye. I just want to be on my eyelid and not so much on my crease. So as you can tell, I'm just dabbing it. And now I'm going to take a little bit of Makeup Geek's Grandstand Foiled Eyeshadow, and I'm just going to put that kind of on the middle of my eyelid just to brighten up and make the orange pop out a little bit more. So yeah, now I'm just gonna do the same thing I did, just dab, 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 not so much brush. So now with a clean blending brush, this is just a regular blending brush, a random blending brush. I'm just gonna blend everything out so there's no harsh lines. I'm gonna take a white shade in the color number 2 by Morphe, and I'm just gonna apply that to the inner corners of my eyes just so they can pop out a little bit more. Now with an eyeliner, I'm just gonna line my eyes just so when I put the eyelashes on, it's not, there's like a line there. And now I'm just gonna curl my eyelashes right before my lashes. Now I'm gonna be taking House of Lashes in Iconic, and I'm gonna take House of Lashes glue and then just pop them on. Yeah, so I'm just gonna play with them until they're on right. Now, right here I was just saying, if you like, you can just leave it like this, apply some mascara, and you can call it a day. But I'm actually gonna go a little bit further and put eyeshadow under my, I'm just gonna put eyeshadow on my bottom lashes. So I'm gonna take that same color that I used a little earlier, Nooner, from the Naked 3 palette, and I'm gonna apply that under my bottom lash line. Now I'm going to take this Morphe Elite brush, I'm not sure the number, I'll list it down below, and the same color with Nooner, I'm going to do the same thing, but this time I'm just going to make it a little tighter. It wasn't necessarily showing as much as I wanted to, so I took the color 24 by Morphe. It's a number 24 by Morphe. It's a little plum, it's a little darker plum color to make it look a little darker. A pencil brush, I'm just gonna blend those colors together and out, just so it's not so harsh of a line there. Now I'm gonna take a mini Bobbi Brown concealer stick, and with a different brush, I'm just gonna put that on my brush and put it under on my waterline. Now with the same 24 by Morphe, the deeper purple that I showed you earlier, I'm gonna put that right on top of my eyelash line, or right on top of my where I put my eyelashes, just so it looks like a smudged liner. And I decided to go in with the black because it wasn't showing as much as I wanted it to. So I'm just going to take Makeup Geek's black. And it actually has a lot of fallout, so I was just tapping it out. Now I'm going to take a little bit of that black also and put it on the outer crease of my eye, just to make it more intense, because with my lashes it kind of took away from the look. So just to make it a little more intense, I just went in with black. And with the same clean blending brush, I'm just going to blend all of that out so there's no harsh lines. And on this eye, I actually wish I would have blended out a little bit more, but too late. Now I'm going to take my Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, and I'm going to apply that on both my top and my bottom lashes. Right there I just made a face because, Mom, if you're watching it, it is the name of the mascara. That's the name of the brand and the mascara. So yeah, just putting it on the bottom and the top of my lashes. And now I'm gonna, I wanted to go with the nude lip, and I went with Boldly Bare by MAC, but this color was actually a little pinker or a little brighter than I remembered, so I just went with it at this point. I was just going with it. So yeah, I'm just gonna put that all over my lips, and right there I'm just like, I need to tone it down a little bit. So I'm gonna take Half and Half by MAC, which is a little brown. It's has a little bit of brown in it, so I just put that on right on top so it would tone it down just a little bit. Just checking if my mascara was dry. So now I just gonna set my face and I'm gonna call it a day. So this is my Valentine's Day look. I'm not sure what I want to call it yet, but yeah, so thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys like it. See you next time. Bye, have a good day. Bye. Bye, Mom, if you're watching this. Bye, Mom. Bye, Mom. Bye, friends. Bye.